day si Bidot.
Ako din si Louie.
Hi, my name is Arthur James Malgapo, nickname Jimmy.
Ako din si Mark Wilson Robilla.
I am Jabel Lopez.
Hi, I'm Michael Lee.
Ako si Chami Luna.
My real name, John Y. Ragasaho.
Hello di ay sa tanan. Ako day si Bidot, Scooby-Dot. Ang nagpuyo ko sa Davao City, diri sa Maa. Since panahon pa sa katong urban champion, urban legend katong sa Family Computer. Itong pagmatagakan og kaang. Basta daghan man kog mga gipangdula di na ko maano. Sukad mo gud nalingaw di ko ng Street Fighter kay ikaw man goy mag diskarte kayo dapat in an instant ba makabuhat jud kag decision dayon. Nya malingaw ko sa mga combo niya. Ang main character ginawa kay si Bison.
Bidot. Wala nagtulo sa kuwan sa una. Combo na 3 hits. Una. Amot ano yung taan na. Tingnan mo kong dark side, Trido na kayo ko. Sige lang. Obar naman gapon niya na.
Bidot, I think he's the focal point of the fighting game community in Davao. I think without him and Mox, the scene would not be this good, not just for Street Fighter but for Tekken. In terms of gameplay, I think he's someone who really reacts. He's a reaction-based player. So what he sees, he basically reacts to, and he has high success with that style.
Dictator si police, tawag na Madrid Davao police. Ganahan magud ko saya kay mo represent siya sa kong sarili ba.
Unsa ko maingon siya ha? Hilason si Bidot. Molan to. Mayas Bidot.
Dili man jud ko pala combo na karakter na player no kay basta ang combo na ako katulang basic kayo na Bison. Tong scissors kick ang ender inato raman.
Bidot. Si Bidot. Master ang master ang ako si Bidot. I've been playing with him 4 years now. Lisod si Bidot.
Bidot as a player. Gahi kayo, tasig pasensya, kapila na champion. Samo kay karakter si Bison. So, how mo adjust in mid-game?
Bidot, scary yung Bison niya pero sige lang, I'll make some adjustment during this tournament. So, good luck, Dot.
Siyempre, kung ako papiliyon, si Justin good.
Bidot. Santo kayo. Yes, he's a Street Fighter EX player. What he brings to the Street Fighter 4 scene is really his patience, his tactics on Street Fighter EX. And so yeah, Bidot will always have that edge. Yeah.
Kay Akuma, sukad sa una naglaban naman gud mi ana. Nya wala man kadaog gud. Manginana lang siguro.
Kuya si Louie, Gamaa. Siguro nagsugod ko og Street Fighter katong EX1. High school pa man to. Apo to kay every week pa tournament. Sa una, ang nadula lang jud kana yung mga mga RPG, mga Resident Evil. Kasi klase ra ko basta malingaw ko mga one pod ganang mga StarCraft. Muna to. Ang Street Fighter magud kay more on mind game kay ba kanang mura siya diskarte gani kayo na di ka magpatakag lihok pasahon mo kayo ang kalaban kung sa mga tricks niya gamay mo sipya tako na kay nagresulta na may tabo ya ka muna bantay lang jud. Akong karakter si Kuanday si Evil Rio. Dugay na mo ko nagagamit og Rio good nga familiar na kay para sa kuha ba na experience na lang po na ako sa karaan na Street Fighter kay magamit po na ako dira. Pero dili jud halos na lang kay lahi naman po ang iyang gameplay niya na style. So naga po magamit na technique sa karaan.
Siyempre si Louie. Sugod na kay Louie no. Ano man na siya, mo man yung tinudluan sa una, nagi-dark side ko. Trader ko ano niya, natunan, murag nabasa niya akong mga galaw, kay sige manig paniid.
Louis is of course my rival. He's my favorite opponent in Davao. He has this tenacity that even though you're ahead at the start of the game, he always catches up. He gives you a false sense of security, and then all of a sudden he just comes back and beats your ass.
Base combo. Kana ramang simple lang gud na duken cancel nya combo ginagmay uppercut mora man na tama-tama na ang uban reserve na lang na sa kon sa para pang safe lang ba pang depensa nimo sa mga kalaban.
Louie? Si Louie ako maingon siya maayo siya mabasa og moves. Ginagstudihan jud niya ang bawat kalaban kanang ang kablo siya unsa i-punish ana managastudy gid siya.
Louie, pati po si Louie. Louie, in murag sa 30 seconds na imo tong buhaton na move, maka-adjust din siya. The next round, dili nimo siya usaban og mga moves. So, mga toughest opponent na si Louie.
Louie, si Louie, same gyapon, make some adjustment. Si yung Evil Rayo, grabe. Dili basta-basta, dili pud buduol, di po ko buduol. Wala lang. At counteray lang gud say kauna.
Si Louie kay grabe how ti mag-usab-usab style sa mid game. Dili gid magbalik-balik ang mga moves.
Louie. Okay. Also, Louie, a Street Fighter EX player. Very similar, patience, spacing, and that sort. And another thing is, Louie was very good at reading his opponents. I mean, when you throw a Hadouken, he's already up in the air. That's how good his reading skills are.
daghan man sila. Pero di yun may iwasan na one, na di na po na sila makalaban, kaya sila Chami, Dr. Jamie, Dudut, Jabil, tanan man sila, delikado di kaya na sila tanan. Una, paningkamutan na lang din ako na makadaog ko sa ilang.
Hi, my name is Arthur James Nalgapo, nicknamed Jimmy. Gaming moniker Dr. Jimmy. I was born and raised in Cebu City, but now reside in Panabo City, Davao. I'm currently with Gamevolution Esports. We're an organizing body working for the Philippine Esports Organization. I've been playing fighting games actually since I was grade 6, but I kind of stopped playing because I shifted over to the RPGs, the consoles. And then online gaming. I also played StarCraft 2 competitively for a while before coming back to fighting games.
Dr. Jimmy, bago raman may ani nagdula good mga summer ba to no? Rag katong summer lang. Sukad last namang duwa ni sa Cebu, gipildi ko niya ni ani saya gamit siyang laptop. Gitikasan ko.
Dr. Jimmy, kuya kayo ni na, ano, pagkatao ni, gahe kayo ni modular Street Fighter. Gamay, ano, maigo lang ka sa combo, ano, rag, pwede pa ka mo text ba? Taas kay combo. Hindi ka, ano kayo, magkansa, mag-CR sa. Grabe diskarte. Bang-bang, ano, careful din mo, ano, bataan.
Street Fighter 4 is a game that I feel like I can excel. Unlike StarCraft 2, you can play so many matches in one sitting. There was a time where I was able to play 124 matches in about 2 hours. And in StarCraft, if you play for 2 hours, you only get maybe 1, 2, or at the most 3 games. So I'm the type of person who wants to play game again and again and again. So that's why I chose Street Fighter 4.
Si Dr. Jimmy kay grabe ang combo, mahadlok ka pag matumba ka kay permente ka ma-set upan tapos urag walay drop na combo. Unang kadlukan pud siya. Gahi pod ni.
Well, Dr. Jimmy, first ma-surprise ka saya kay once kung masalihan ka niya, boom, patay ka.
My character is Sakura. I've always liked her, not because she's a cute girl, but I don't know. I guess it's her, the way her character is portrayed as someone who idolizes, in this case, Ryu. Just like me, I looked up to my dad a lot, so I really wanted to follow in his footsteps. And I like Sakura because of her wicked sick combos. I just think they look nice.
Dr. Jimmy, what can I say? Sa pa ako maingon oy. Rag. Good luck na lang, Jim. Later.
All my combos. If you ask anyone, one thing that they don't want to experience is being comboed by me, I guess. So yeah, my best combo is what we call a one frame link combo, dealing about 43 hits I think, to a certain character.
Dr. Jimmy, hadlok kay Sakura. Dili mamali og combo. Kung maigo yun ka, patay yun ka. May pagdi na lang ka paigo. Maningkamot yun ka di mong paigo.
When I first get to know Dr. Jimmy, he's still at new in the Street Fighter scene. So he still doesn't know all the anti-Shoto Sakura assets. So until time goes on, in a short period of time, Dr. Jimmy became very competitive. And at the same time, because of him, he stepped up the game. All of us also step up our game. So yeah, a big contribution right there.
None. I want to face them all because I'm the type of person who wants to fight everyone and test my skills with everyone.
Ako din si Mark Wilson Robilla, taga Maad, Davao City. Nagadula ko og fighting games since second year high school pa. Mao to. Maski unsa akong ginadula na fighting games. Sa tungod gyud nag-start kog dulag Street Fighter EX, sunod Street Fighter Alpha, hangtod naabot ko og Street Fighter 3 and the Third Strike hangtod 4. Mga Marvel pod, Marvel 1, 2, ug 3, King of Fighters 94 hangtod karon 13.
Si Daiga, dili mo guni consistent si Daiga na time na maayo na poy time na wag maratol mode siya pero may ni mo duwas Daiga mo nang kalaban ko nitong sa SM Toycon.
Mark na kaya punig ka ng mga ano yung balrog niya na sumbag sa kilid, walop sa kaliwa musla ba, headbutt na yun, social kiring si Rayo.
Lingaw ang Street Fighter 4 kay ang combo niya timing tapos asya combo sa uban Street Fighter 4 kay example si Sakoan Alpha urag tag 4 hits lang urag ginana pero sa 4 tag pwede siya kadaghan kay tungod sa nay mga EX na na power pero munang lingaw pod. Tapos first ako kita sa SF4 kay 3D na 2D na di na kumasabta ng graphics basta gwapo jud siya kaysa Third Strike kung 2D lang
Daiga is one of the most solid players in terms of ground game in Davao, and I really think that he is one of the strongest. And I wouldn't be surprised if he would make it far in the tournament. Unless, of course, he matches up with Bidot later.
Daiga. Well, si Daiga, ever since na nakalaban ako siya, na iyahag yung ground game ang nagapadaog sa iyaha sa balrog niya. So, lisod siya. Kailangan gud mo itaas na nimong pasensya. Si Daiga isa pa sa mga respetado na player diri sa Davao. Dili mo siya pwede underestimate.
Dati Vega jud ko pero katong nakakita ko kang bidot na gamit siya og balrog urag nalingaw ko kay tungod pud sa iya siguro astig siya gitsura tapos iyang combo kay taas man dakog damage.
Daiga, I want to defeat Daiga since yung last tournament, it was so, I mean, grabe, very disappointing. Very close match yung game namin, so I want to revenge Daiga this tournament.
Daiga, wala akong maingon na niya eh. Pero solid si Daiga. Niyang Balrog. Huwag i-Honda, samo kayo.
Akong best na combo simple raman to kanang ganahan ko ani kay dakog damage pud siya down mid punch man headbutt tapos ultra na buffalo chato.
Daiga, yes! We came a long way in the third strike days. We came a long way. And we are the only Urian users in Davao City that in Street Fighter 4 came in. I was expecting Daiga using a charge strike character, and I was right. And Daiga resulted using Balrog.
Si bidot kay samukan jud ko siyahang imbison niya. Kay ambot jud ko sabot wa kabalon sa ikuan pagpilde magtanaw ko og mga match sa imbison versus Balrog. Malusutan magapon tong bidot.
I am Jabel Lopez. I live in Matina, Balusong. No affiliation. First time na ako sa fighting game ever. Nag-start ko 2010. First character na ako napili si Ken. And isa sa mga mentor na ako si Louie Bidot. Mostly RPG games ako ginadula sa una. But like Final Fantasy, Persona, mostly JRPG. Pero nag-introduce akong sa ako friend na sa SF4 to dala ko niya ani na game.
Si Jabel, well, si Jabel, hindi ko kumpiyansahan kay champion mo po siya sa MCE good. Human, nakalaban ko ni last December sa finals sa pildi ko ani from losers bracket. Na di gina siya kumpiyansahan.
Jabel. Kani ang karakter ni Jabel si Cody pero kahit kani kanang mga frame trap pataka na yung kagkuhan na niya ng pari grab pusa ba bayan yung kagbato. Out kayo mo diskarte kahit kani bataan eh.
I don't know. Maybe first time na ako pagdula sa na in love din ko sa game.
Jabel is one scary dude when he plays. Recently, last time we played, I noticed an extreme improvement in his ground game. So that really, set alarm bells off in my head, and I'm really liking how much Jabel has improved after winning the NCE, because mostly when you win a tournament, you feel complacent and you just slack off. But Jabel has not really let up ever since then. So I hope I meet Jabel also.
Si Jobel kay ang maayos Jobel ang kadlukan pud ako siya kanang pag mo jump in sa iyang high kick murag dili mabalusan murag hadlok kay mabalos. Tapos grabe pud siya og mga option select kana combo.
My main is Cody. Murag siya resemble ako si Cody as prone sa ko ang playing style kay si Cody aggressive. Kailangan niyo to be aggressive para maka-win or dapat mo sulod ka.
Jabel. Well, Jabel, teammate ko yan. Salto lang yapon, Bel. Yes. Salto lang ko.
Best combo. I don't rely on combo very much.
Si Jabel, MCE champion, gahe kayo Cody og Ken. Mayo sa magputsis. Mga pokes, gahe kayo sa pokes.
Jabel, very new at the scene, very new. He became very competitive and became a champion in a very shortest period of time. The very first time I met Jabel, I think that was Super Street Fighter 4, Super. And of course, he's still trying to get used to the game until he became insanely competitive in a very short period of time in the arcade edition and the 2012 version.
Top 8, I don't want to face. Siguro dili na ako gusto makaharap si Chami kay mostly si Chami akong ka-partner kung mag-sparring me and he knows all my tricks. Muna siya.
Hi Michael Lee from Davao City. I've been playing arcade games since I was grade school. Team JS ang affiliation before, but now nasa option select. I've been playing Street Fighter Turbo before, way back 90s, mga late 90s. Then Street Fighter EX, Marvel vs Capcom, yung Marvel vs Street Fighter, then Soul Calibur, and currently yung Ultra Street Fighter 4. I've been playing that. So more or less nasa 10 years na. Gulang na.
Michael Lee, isa pud ni karaan. Sukad EX2 pa nag-abot na mi ani. Yeah. Abot ani ang Blancaw, ako nakalaban na ako ni casual. Ang lisod ko niya. Kuya pud ni.
Michael, mo ni pinakasalto pod, isa sa pinakasalto na karaang player diri sa Davao. Karakter dyan niya. Dagan niya karakter. Dalsim, Gael, Blanca. Na, mga yan ang uban na makalaban siya. Mapungot na lang kay grabe makasalto. Murag bahalag. Pindiyon mo high kick lang sa daog. Kasi pagkialam. Alam.
Street Fighter 4 because I love this game. Dugay na ako ni siya love na game. So never din ako ni pagpalit maskin
call Mike Lee the dark horse. Yeah. So he's not dark literally, but you know, he's this overshadow, not really overshadowing, but this he has this aura where, you know, he takes just really the basic fundamentals and can really surprise you with his character play. He has the most basic moves, but he uses them to the best and wins a lot of games. So yeah, I can't wait because he's also my first round match.
Michael Lee kay mayo man, pero night time na medyo ambot na urag kulang siguro, or pero maayo man siya mo diskarte, makakita siya pamaagi para mapildi ka ana.
Naghan na ako itulo ka karakter. Pero pinaka-favorite yun ako is si Guile kay I've been playing Guile sa una pa eh. So, moves niya, tapos well-versed na ako sa moves ni Guile. Then,
Michael Lee. Oh, na-shock ko. Last time na nagdula mo pa to akong pagdula pag SF, mapildi na ako siya since wala pa kasi knowledge ato sa game, but pag back niya karon siguro sa past experience madala niya, so basic of the basic, grabe lisod bud siya kay mo adjust siya sa game, and isa sa player na dapat tan-awon nimo karon na year.
wala. Ang best combo na ako, consider na to na high kick, jump in, high kick, then crouching mid punch, then power. Same lang na kay Blancaw, kay Kyle, pati kay Dalsib. Basic. Basic combo.
Si Michael Lee ang pinakasamok na player kay Blanca. So tipilyo ng Blanca, kapag ginawa na napildi ang Blanca niya sa tournament, gusto na akong balos.
Mike Lee, yeah. I only knew Mike Lee lately, but I was informed that he was a Street Fighter EX player. So when in our first encounter, he uses Guile, and Mike Lee at the same thing step up his game, especially his antics with Blanca, which not everybody was able to use Blanca properly. So there, it's a new addition to the game, a completely different competition, and definitely a difficult one.
Actually, sa top 8 siguro na si, first of all, si Dr. Jimmy. Kilikaya dyan ako. Actually, Dr. Jimmy, pero no choice na eh. We need to survive. Kailangan natin talunin talaga si Dr. Jimmy kahit gusto man o ayaw.
Ito si Chami Luna, taga Mintal, Deca Homes. Until Street Fighter arrived, so hangtod sa karon Street Fighter na lang ang ginadula. First na akong nadula is Guilty Gears. I've been playing since 2002.
Chami, siguro tanan mo siguro murag kaingon delikado po ni si Chami tungod sa iyang karakter na ginagamit og ang kanayang killer combo niya ba na execution. Perfect kayo.
Chami, kanipod, parang ampo na lang makabangon ka kung matumba ka muna. Parang delikado kayong iyang kunay ka na iyang ibuki na usa ka nga laban ba. Na ampo jud perfect kay combo. Muna atlo pag hindi kalaban eh. Delikado kayo.
Dali lang siya tunan, basic pero same time technical. Kailangan nyo basahon ng mga moves sa mga kalaban o mga habits.
Chami is, I think, the scariest player in Davao if you get knocked out. His vortex play is absolutely top notch, and I think he can really compete with the people outside of Davao. But I really think he should, maybe if there's one thing he could improve, it's his neutral game because he depends so much on vortex.
Chami maayo jud siya. Maayo siya sa mga setup kanang sa mga crossover ana na siya yung mga tama yung timing, tama po ang timing sa mga combo. Maayo siya.
Sa karon adagan ko favorite character pero sa karon kay si Ibuki. Kay top tier. Nya Gayog Vortex.
Chami. Well, kabalo tatanan si Chami, the execution lord. Walang dili ko ganahan na magsugat ni sa tournament. Since kami perminti magdula and he knows all my tricks and moves. Pero wow, good game lang.
Chami, salto lang gapon ko kay Chami. I'll use Blanca against his Ibuki. See, that's the only way na matalo ko lang si Chami is to use Blanca.
Katong Super Jump Cancel Ultra ni Ibuki. Kay effective isut baon. Ipraktisan gyud ako tog maayo.
Chami is a Guilty Gear player. Yeah. I would say my first official encounter with Chami will be Street Fighter 4, and he uses Viper, and I was impressed by his executions. Because now he is using Ibuki, another character difficult to pull out, a difficult combo, and again Chami did it again, spot on. So he is a force to reckon with, especially he is using Ibuki with, even though in the Ultra Street Fighter 4, Ibuki still has a very effective vortex game.
Wala. Gusto na ko kalabanon tanan.
My real name, John Y. Ragasaho. Finally, at least gamers in fellow Davao community finally know my real name. Of course, born, live and raised right here in Davao City. Being a gamer, it all started when I'm first introduced the very first gaming console in my life. It's the family computer. I think I was in kindergarten during that time. So there, everybody plays Super Mario Brothers, and I also play other games. And nowadays, they know me as a gamer in the fighting games.
Justin. Okay po na si Justin kay combo, makapatay pod. Pero ang problema lang ani kay rattle mode pod, paspas ang dali ra maratol, pero piyaw ni siya, the coach mo kay tawag ani. So wala.
Justin, kay isa po ni sa karaan ng player, third strike player, ngunit Justin. Pero kailam yan sa turega po sa PCE. Muna yung pila pinakauna na hag kay mo kog mga combo diri. Maayo po yung kataan eh.
Street Fighter 4. And yes, I like it. But of course, I'm more of a third strike player, so it took me time to adapt. But as time goes on, I was hooked up. And yes, and it kept going. Then my very first tournament on Street Fighter 4, it happened in Davao Cyber Expo, considered a big tournament for us, and the very first Street Fighter 4 tournament. And yeah, painfully I got the second place. Thanks a lot, Louis.
Justin, at one point, I could not really solve his Akuma. Recently, I've had some success, but you cannot count out Justin because he's actually really full of surprises. Last tournament, he was able to beat Rams and secure, his top 8 slot. So I won't sleep on Justin either.
Si Justin, maayo man po si Justin. Maayo siya mga combo na cancel na combo. O then ultra dayon maayo siya.
I was actually confused on which character I'm going to use. When I look in the Street Fighter 4, I'm very confused because I've been looking who will be my Urian character in Street Fighter 4. The only character that maybe I'm able to relate from Third Strike is Akuma, because the moveset you get from Akumas in Street Fighter 4 is actually almost identical to Third Strike. And my very first character I use in Third Strike is Akuma. So it took me years and years here to get used to it before it come to the point I become confident to use Akuma as my main character. So there. From Ryu, I also know how to use Guile until I really came to the point I think Akuma will be my main character. Until now.
Justin, Justin, ano ba? Si Justin, naamo siya game niya. Yeah, especially since she's been playing Akuma for how many years. But congratulations being on top 8.
Justin, siguro magsinalto lagi apong kunin mo Just kay sa aman dilipod ka makumpensahan, especially sa mga frame traps nimo spacing very deadly.
Well, I don't know, if we're talking about like a death combo as an example from Tekken, Tatsu low kick, jump in fierce punch, standing heavy kick, jab, standing fierce punch, Hadouken FADC, then reach the corner, heavy punch, EX Tatsu, then EX Shoryuken. I think that will be my best combo.
Si Justin, na-prove yun niya nga part sa top 8 sa karon na tournament. Solid yung Akuma. Di mamali og combo.
I would say all of them. I would say all of them, damn it. Yeah, pick one. It's difficult to choose. I think it's either Bidot or Louis, because these are the guys who really put me out of the tournament. Especially I was already in the championship, so yeah, it felt like I'm being cursed. It's gonna facing Bidot in the very first round. In the top 8 is, for me, it will be a do or die situation for me, because as we all know, the players that I see that are that are considered top ranked in Davao City is Bidot and Louis. So it's a do or die for me. And yes, I'm being formulating different game plans just for that round alone. And it's still, I still have to come up with the next if I could make it. Yeah.
Final words for the tournament. Good luck sa tanan. Mag-enjoy ta. Okay, good.
This is a tournament that I'm looking to win. I gave myself a deadline to be the best in Davao by December. So good luck everyone, and I hope I win.
Well, since that day na nasulod ko sa top 8, I've been preparing, watching videos. Siguro, I don't think na basta-basta ko mapilde. But I want to finish this tournament strong.
Dili jud ko magpatakag atake na but maghadlo ko magkuan siya jump in. Kay iyahang back mid punch ang kadlukan po kay anti-air nga ayo paspas na anti-air. Mo to.
First round match up. You mean Dr. Jimmy? Again. I'll make some adjustment, especially the pressure. That the word pressure, yung talagang i-take down ka talaga. So I'll make some adjustments, review some moves, especially yung mga error. First match is very tough, parang nasa finals na. Finals. Sakura. So very, it's hard to very hard to, yan, lisod ko kung ano yung Dr. Jimmy sa Sakura, yung pressure, pero sige lang, mamugas lang ko na, Doc. Sige.